Chapter 4. The Legacy Letters. The house was silent, save for the rhythmic puff of the baby monitor. Clara sat at her desk, a single lamp illuminating a blank sheet of stationery. While her doctors provided a roadmap of medical outcomes, Clara, the lifelong strategist, prepared for every scenario. She began to write to her daughter, Abigail.
Dearest Abby, I want to give you stories that do more than help you sleep. I want them to be something you ponder when you are a woman looking back at our time together. You see, miracles aren't always grand. Sometimes they are found in the smallest, most mundane moments. I wish I could tell you this in person, but if you are reading this, it means I may no longer be with you. I want you to understand the value of a finish line. I spent my life running toward them, thinking that being done was the same thing as having lived. Every day is a gift. Your choices, what you eat, how you speak to others, your professional path, they all matter. I learned this the hard way. Our family values aren't found in my promotions, but in the way my grandmother taught me to mend a hem. With stitches so small they were invisible, but so strong they never broke. For too long, you only saw my back as I worked, rather than my unfiltered laugh at your father's jokes. I lived in the future and missed the present. Don't let the weight of the world make you forget where you need to be. Right here.
The effort of being strong Clara at work and efficient Clara at home had become a crushing weight. Chemotherapy was sapping her sharp edges, leaving her in a valley of nausea and fear. Her Type A soul was exhausted. In a rare moment of digital aimlessness, she stumbled upon a video from Brief Pause. It didn't demand metrics or symptom logs. It simply offered a breath. For the first time since her diagnosis, Clara didn't try to manage the moment. She simply let the moment exist. Chapter 5. The Art of Letting Go. The following months were a blur of sterile waiting rooms and the cold, metallic scent of the oncology ward. Usually, Clara would have spent this time on her laptop, optimizing her department's quarterly projections, while the IV dripped. But something had shifted. Instead of a spreadsheet, she brought a sketchbook. Instead of fighting the chemotherapy, she practiced the brief pause technique. She envisioned the medicine not as a poison, but as the invisible stitches her grandmother used, working quietly to mend what was broken. Her husband, Mark, noticed the change first. One evening, after a particularly grueling session, he found her sitting on the porch instead of hunched over her phone.
"You're not working?"
He asked, surprised.
I'm watching the fireflies.
She said, pulling him down to sit beside her.
I realized I've lived in this house for 5 years and never actually watched them.
Her therapy became a duality, the high-tech precision of modern medicine and the quiet surrender of her mind. She realized that being strong didn't mean carrying the world. It meant having the strength to set it down. Chapter 6. The Invisible Stitches. 6 months later, Clara stood in the same office where she had first received her diagnosis. The air felt different, lighter. The doctor looked up from her chart with a smile.
The scans are clear, Clara. The combination of the treatment and how well your body responded. You're in remission.
Clara didn't jump for joy. She didn't call her boss to announce her return. She simply took a long, deep breath, the kind she had learned from the videos that had become her sanctuary. When she got home, she didn't head for her desk. She went to the nursery, picking up Abigail and burying her face in the scent of home. That night, Clara added a final paragraph to her letter.
Abby, I'm still here. I realized that the finish line isn't a place you reach. It's just a reminder to stop and look around. I'm putting this stationery away because I'd rather tell you these stories while we bake cookies, or while I teach you how to mend a hem. The stitches will be small, and they will be strong. And this time, I'll be sure to laugh at your father's jokes.
Clara closed the notebook. She wasn't efficient Clara or strong Clara anymore. She was just Clara. And for the first time in her life, that was more than enough. As Clara's lamp clicks off, another flickers on across the city. Meet Leo, a talented but exhausted architectural designer. While Clara learned to mend the invisible stitches of her life, Leo is currently watching his own world unravel. Surrounded by blueprints, cold coffee, and the constant ping of notifications, Leo is a man who has forgotten what the sky looks like without a deadline hanging over it. Clara found her breath. Now, it's time to help Leo find his. We all have a finish line we are running toward, often forgetting that the most important moments happen while we are still on the path. Clara's journey reminds us that even in our darkest valleys, there is a rhythm of peace waiting to be found, if only we are brave enough to stop and listen. If Clara's story touched your heart, or if you simply needed a moment to breathe today, we invite you to stay a while. Your presence here is the most valuable metric we have. Consider subscribing to Brief Pause. By joining our community, you aren't just following a channel. You are reclaiming your right to a quiet mind. Let's walk through these stories together, one breath at a time. Because life is more than just done. It is meant to be lived.